Hey, it's Bruce. So, got my funny book shipment. Of course, there's the buyer's guide, the previews, I mean. I've already looked through that. Lots of stuff that I want in there. I don't know, I have a lot of friends who are like, oh, there's no good comics anymore. Man, I have to actually look at everything and say, yeah, I can't do this one this month. I can't do that one this month. There's just too many. Oh my God, you know. And I'll admit, I'll be the first to admit, I don't get to all of them. I really try, but sometimes it takes me months till I get to them. But it is what it is. So let me pull these out here, and we'll go through what we got here. So. Funny books. All right, here's the first pile. In no particular order, we've got DC Universe Rebirth Harley Quinn #1. Now, bear in mind, I've got I've taken advantage of some of DCBS's deals where they have a bunch of #1 issues, or I just sets of comics, and in this particular case, I've been trying to read all of the DC Rebirth issues, and it's not, don't let that Rebirth fool you. If you haven't read any of them, it's not like a total universe rebirth. It's just kind of a rebirth of putting you back on online with them. It's allowing you to jump on. That's all. I mean, maybe there's some stuff that's new, brand new. They've totally taken it in a different direction. But for the most part, it's just allowing you to jump on the bandwagon. Or to get in there. I don't know what to call it. But anyway, you know what I mean. Green Arrow #4. I do have a couple issues of that to catch up on. A lot of these DC books have gone twice a month now, which makes it even harder. Batman Beyond always was something that I enjoyed. I'm a few issues behind. I know there's some big changes coming up. I noticed in the latest previews there's a brand new #1 issue, and I think that may be what's going on. But Bernard Chang does the art. How can you not like it? Jurgens, so I assume that's Dan Jurgens. Animosity. I don't know. I look through the previews and I see these first issues and I say, ooh, there's something I want. This is from Aftershock Comics. It's a pretty new name to me. Kind of remember them before, but Savage Dragon #215. I know, I've told you the story that I'm a sucker for Eric Larson's stuff. What can I say? Here's another Aftershock. Mark Waid, Tom Pyre, Captain Kidd. Don't know. I'm sure I read the description and I was intrigued, and because it was a #1, I went ahead and bought it. Wonder Woman #3. This one, honestly and truthfully, maybe just because it was part of a set. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on anything. Red Hood and the Outlaws Rebirth. This is the Rebirth issue. It's #1. And again, I'm just trying them. It can't hurt to try. If you don't try, you never know. You can just be the old guy that says, "Hey, there's new comics today. They're just no freaking good." Back in my day. Yeah, well, back in my day they were 12 cents, but that's beside the point. Would have made my life a lot easier right now. But then again, 12 cents worth worth a lot more in those days. Flash Rebirth #3. Flash. Williamson and D. Giandomenico. Whew, man, that's worse than Rosenberger. Sorry, guy. I was in 2nd grade before I figured out how to spell my name. Superman, Action Comics. Jurgens, Kirkham, Areola. I can't remember. Sure looks good from the cover. then I don't know, who's doing the interior. So, Edgar Rice Burroughs, The Land That Time Forgot by Mike Wolfer and Giancarlo Caracuzzo. Don't know. Again, caught my eye in the previews. I bought the first issue to see what's up. Matt Kint's and Charlene Kint, Depth H, Murder 6 Miles Deep. This is issue... Well, there's a bunch of 4s up here, so I'm guessing this is issue number 4. I may have screwed up and not ordered a couple of the issues, but I'll catch up on them one way or the other. There are some local comic book shops. If I have to pay full price, I have to pay full price, right? It hurts my Pennsylvania Dutch blood, Scooby Apocalypse number 3. I haven't had a chance to read number 2 yet. Number 1 was terrific. What can I say? I was stunned. I really didn't expect it to be so good, but it was. Manifest Destiny. Oh my God, I am so far behind on this one. I got to catch up and see if I even like the book. DC Universe, Justice League. Brian Hitch is actually writing it, not drawing it. Again, it's one of the first issues. I'm checking it out. I can't hurt to try. The price was right, so I went for it. Superman 4 Rebirth. This intrigues me because who's his sidekick? Well, I know who his sidekick is. If you've been reading the book, you know who it is. So I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but yeah, it looks intriguing. I will find out real quick. Suicide Squad number 1. This is one part of the set. Don't know if it's something that I'm going to enjoy. The movie looks marginal to me, but so did everything I heard about Batman versus Superman. Was it's terrible, it's rotten, it's the worst thing in the world. And then I got the 3D version and I watched it and I was like, wait, is this the same movie that everybody else watched? Because there was one point in the film where I thought, whoa, wait a minute, that's it? That's how you resolve this problem? But and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I'm not going to say what that was. But yeah, it was. I mean, other than that, it was good. And there's an extended cut, but of course I wanted to watch the 3D version, which was not part of the extended cut. So I may, watch the extended cut with the half-hour extra because I'm told that it helps you a lot with the story. So well, we'll find out. We will find out. What do we got here? DC's Young Animal. I don't know what that's all about. Just some flyers and things. Not going to worry about those. Okay, next batch. Boy, I got a lot this time, didn't I? The Walking Dead, The Whisper War, Part 1 of 6. I'm catching up on Walking Dead. I've been trying to read issues but I'm maybe in the 60s, and this is issue number 157. So I got a long way to go, but I had someone that helped me out with a bunch of the issues, and so I'm going to catch up on those. Come hell or high water. Come Hellblazer or high water. Sorry, that was really bad. Hellblazer Rebirth number 1. Again, part of a package deal, but it can't hurt to try them and see if you like them. You never know, Green Lantern number 3. This is part of that same package. As of the next order, I stopped with the package deals because there was too much confusion, and I'll go into that in a minute. Green Lantern number 3. Did I just have number 4 before? I think I did. And well, this one I actually liked the first issue or two, so we shall see. Black Hammer by Jeff Lemire, Dean Ormston, and Dave Stewart. If it says Jeff Lemire on it, I'm probably going to buy at least the first issue to see. This is Dark Horse, and I love Jeff Lemire's writing. He just does such a good job, whether it's something of his or some Marvel comic, or which company is he writing for? DC, I think. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Whoever he's writing for, I'm reading. Batman Rebirth, one of the Rebirth series anyway, the newer titles, I should say. Batman number 3. Again, these are, who's it by? King, Finch, Mickey, and Belair. Don't know. I will say David Finch is really impressing me. All the terrible things I said, not terrible things, but the frustration I had with David Finch in the early days of his artwork where, you know, he was drawing muscles on top of muscles. Muscles were, I don't think there really are muscles. But now his art style, and even at that point in time, I said, this guy's got talent. It's just, I don't like what he's doing, you know. So that was my opinion. You know, DC Rebirth Titans number 1. Nightwing number 1. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 1. Hanna-Barbera Future Quest. Again, I really didn't know what to expect, but I'm enjoying these. I'm enjoying them a lot. Just the fact that they have all the Hanna-Barbera characters in them and they're writing a story around it. And they're reasonably serious. I mean, a little fun. They're fun. They're, without a doubt, they're fun. But it seems to be a good story so far. Birds of Prey Rebirth number 1. Aquaman number 3. Can't say I'm a huge fan. I like what they're doing with it, but it's just not my thing. You know, what can I say? Archer and Armstrong number 5. Again, Rafer Roberts. Rafer's a nice guy, and figure, hey, and he's a good writer. So go figure. Wonder Woman Rebirth issue. It's number 2. Year 1 begins here. So who's that on the cover? Is that Steve Trevor? I don't know. We'll find out.